and we're streaming. Hi, everybody. Let's see. Alright, looks like Coffee's joining us shortly.
Alright.
And let's see. Eric is around. Let's get Eric in here. What the fuck? Start the game. Oh, I have to update. God damn it.
Yeah, they released an update Monday.
An update for
Splatoon, which is the game we're playing tonight for the
PC
stream.
version coming out so I can play that shit.
Never.
And that means I guess I'll never play that. Which is too bad because that game looks really good.
I suspect that you are incorrect, that you will never play it. We could join Bob Mackey.
Can we?
He is tagged as joinable.
Unless I play it at your house.
Oh, he was
I
on your
guess.
friends list.
He
Yeah, you
am on
could.
my friends list.
You're buddies with both of us, Eric, so there is always the chance that you come visit sometime and we play Splatoon.
This is
That
what
could
I'm saying.
happen.
I feel like by the time that happens, there won't be anybody else playing it.
Well, then we'll go
Yeah,
to
but we
town.
could just play it. That's right. And when we're in town, we'll pick up some eggs and some milk and some butter.
Ink.
And some ink.
And also paint. Ink and paint.
Oh, paint. I thought for a second you said, and also pain. I was like, this isn't really that kind of
Could-
game,
could
but
be
sure.
paint. We're going to be playing with coffee. They'll be playing paint.
That's right.
Must be he bought it
I-
Wii U
right.
just for that.
Someone said...
He did. He bought a
some
Wii U
people on
mostly
online
for
have been
this.
saying, on Twitter have been saying, best Dreamcast game ever. And while that is likely not true, I do have to say that all the references to being fresh and funky and so on, and the music and all that definitely seems like it's from a Dreamcast game.
Or just from the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So it's like... So basically what you're saying is this game is Jet Set Radio, but with paint guns.
It's
Less graffiti and more shooting paint at
that's
your
true.
enemies.
It is also perilously close to being Gucci.
I'm fine with that. I'm an unabashed Dreamcast fanboy, so I'm totally okay with that. With it
I
being,
haven't-
whatever. The best Dreamcast game of 2015.
I love-
Although I did get an actual, real new Dreamcast game last year, so there was a best new Dreamcast game of 2014 at least.
Has neat experiences, yeah. That's a different system. Are you on the line?
Am I
Yeah.
on the line? You mean, like, are we streaming?
are you
Is that what
actually
you're
in the game yet?
Oh, yes, I'm in the game. I'm customizing my...
Does that mean you're also EA Sports?
This is why you were.
Yes.
It's in the game. Recon.
I'm also Triple H.
No, that is the game. That's not the same thing.
I'm also a rapper.
Love that.
That's also the game. Oh no, not the... It's making me do the tutorial. I already did the tutorial. I've done the tutorial. I played the demo, and you can't turn off the stupid motion controls in the tutorial.
Yeah.
I've heard the motion controls are pretty good with these.
I cannot imagine that being the case.
It's just a sword floating in the middle of the street. Hi, sword.
It's
Weird stuff in this game sometimes.
It's a target. Are you playing even though you're not getting XP?
I've been getting experience points. That's
Have
not
you?
I don't think that's a widespread bug. I think it's just one that the people that it affects are very vocal about it.
Okay.
It seems like a thing that, like, it's
Yeah.
reasonable to be vocal
Well,
about, to be honest.
there's being vocal about it, and then there's like issuing death threats and saying that
Well,
you know,
that's
whatever.
Yeah, that's never a reasonable thing.
Yeah.
There is no reality in which that is reasonable. God, I hate the motion controls in this game. Seriously.
This game is garbage.
Well, I haven't been playing because I've been waiting for that.
Yeah, you should just
So I was playing
try.
Wolfenstein instead, which is, that's fine. Shooting Nazis in the face is pretty great. So many Nazis.
Is it?
So many Nazis, so many faces shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather play The Witcher. So, plus I'm playing on PC, so if I feel like I'm under leveled for anything, which it definitely is not a problem, I would just give myself a bunch of.
Because you're a cheater.
Well, if there's a bug that prevents you from getting experience.
You didn't limit it to that. You just said, if I felt like I was under leveled.
Well, yeah, because I'm not
I feel
actually
slighted. I would just,
Yeah. Hey man, I'm playing on the second to highest difficulty level.
Are you
Yeah.
playing on?
I'm a real Witcher. Blood and broken bones, I think.
I don't. You might have
I saw it.
graduated to being a watcher.
I saw that there was
No,
there
that's
was an
the
article
easy
somebody
difficulty
saying like
level.
you should play
You're a watcher.
that you should play that game on the hardest difficulty for some reason, but I didn't actually read the article to see like why you should play it
Because
on the
it's too
hardest
easy
difficulty.
on the...
That's bullshit.
It's pretty easy. Even on this difficulty level, it's pretty easy. The thing is if you play
Yeah,
on
how
the
long have you been
medium or
playing?
the easy difficulty level, well, it's not that hard for me because I know how to manage like my potions and decoctions and the various.
Did you say
Yeah,
decoctions?
that's what their super strong potions are called. There's decoctions and there's oils. So like you can buff your sword with oils that work against specific types of monsters. It gives you like, I think the first level is like 10% extra damage and it's like 25% extra damage. So the combat system really rewards preparation. In fact, in Witcher 2 it rewarded preparation even more because to do any of that stuff you had to do it before you entered combat. Like you couldn't use potions while you were fighting monsters. You had to like meditate and use like whatever 2 or 3 potion combination you were going to use before the fight. Then. And so that meant that like if you thought you were going to take a lot of damage, you'd have to take like a health regen potion. And if you thought it was a fight where you're going to need a lot of magic, you would take like a stamina regen potion or whatever. And I was a little disappointed that this game didn't work like that because like it was an extra tactical level that made some. I mean, the combat it's decent, but it's not good enough to carry it without, or it makes it a little bit better if you have to think before you engage.
Oh my god, I don't care. I'll figure it out.
Learn how to play the game, man.
Oh god, I'm going to change the fucking controls.
So are you still where you were, Kurt,
start
last
there.
time we talked about it?
I don't know where I was when we last talked about it.
I think you were just entering Velen.
I've wandered all over Velen.
Okay.
I mean, not necessarily doing stuff, but I was exploring. Like, hey,
Right.
there looks like there's a huge camp down there. Let's go down there and see what's up. Oh, look, level 12 quests. I guess I won't do those yet since I'm only level 5.
Every once in a while, you run
I found-
into like
I found
monsters that have
sexy
the
looking-
skull and crossbones, and their levels are so high they won't even tell you what it is. Like,
Right.
okay, I guess I'm not supposed to be here.
They are level death.
Yeah.
Is anybody watching the
On the way
chat?
on the way to the camp down south, I was overflowed by some things that looked heinous, and I wrote like hell's to avoid figuring out.
The friend you selected is not in a regular battle, so you can't join up.
I was in the menu. There I am. I see Sprite and Bob Servo. I do not see you.
Do I just go into a regular battle and then it will...
Well, it says regular battle
begins
joins
once
friends.
Players have joined.
So I clicked, and I got my friends list. And you are not listed as joinable.
You neither are you. When I click on you, it says the friend you selected is not in a regular battle, so you can't join.
So...
Alright, I'm gonna stream The Witcher 3.
If we
what's your
start a
haircut?
regular battle... Now do I show as joinable?
Nope.
What about now? Oh. See, it just like immediately starts a game. Like there's already 8 people in there, and it's like, okay, let's play. And I still have the shitty motion controls on.
You should turn those off.
Yeah, how do you turn those off in the pro version?
Options. On the pad. But you may have to be in the not the lobby, the plaza to do that shit. Oh, there's Joe. Now join up. Join up with your friend. Join. I like the options are join exclamation point or nah. Please wait. I can play Squid Jump while I'm waiting. Waiting for a spot to open up. You'll join the next battle once a spot becomes available. Time 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hey, it's Paul Coffee Norman.
Am I on stream?
What's up, buddy?
You are on the stream. You're on the stick after dark.
Oh no.
On the stream.
I'm sorry.
That's alright. Nobody's gonna watch. Nobody's watching anyway.
You should be.
That's true.
We
You won't
pre-apologize
watch
to
the
you.
I don't care about
all
viewers,
this-
I just
We apologize
All
for
this
you
looks...
when we're apologizing.
I just want to play Splatoon.
I want to play Splatoon too.
We'll take a cue from coffee. You bought a Wii U, so you can play.
I spent $300 on
Did I
Splatoon.
mention that?
Did you get anything else?
Game with Nintendo Land, which I'm never gonna touch. And I guess it came with a Wii emulator.
Then I let them play the ghost and think themselves.
Dandelion always has the best
20
plans.
seconds. That's Dandelion.
Don't think so.
It's Dandelion. He's French.
My God, I hate these.
Turn them off.
Also, I already bitched about that.
Look, motion controls.
I played the single player for a few rounds. I was like, this is so irritating.
It's so irritating. Because once you turn a certain amount, like you can't turn. Like my wrist doesn't turn any further.
Get trick wrists. 30 seconds. I bet I'm not going to join your game. I wonder what happens when time runs out. I'm not playing Squid Jump while I'm waiting, by the way. So, Cop, you're already max level.
Yes. You don't have that.
What is the level
It's
cap
20.
presently?
You only need to get to 10 to play ranked, but 20 is the highest level, and all it does is just unlock more weapons for you, but you don't have any advantage, so all the people complaining about level 20s need to stop.
But it's what
What do I have to do to get the zapper? 'Cause
You
that's
need to
really
be
what I
level
want.
7 and have the patch, the last patch.
Well, it made me
Then
patch it
you
before
need
I
to be
updated,
level
so-
7.
Alright.
results.
But essentially all the stuff you unlock in the later levels is just reskins of stuff you unlock earlier on, but with different sub-weapons.
Right.
I like how it says results waiting for a spot to open up.
So, have you gotten prestige yet, Coffee?
No.
He
You
has,
can't
now
prestige in this game.
he's a
Yeah.
solid gold squid
Yep.
with emeralds.
Battle
I've become an
again.
octopus.
So it said there was
Yeah,
no.
there's
It said there
coffee.
was no spot.
Hey,
Hey, you can join us. Now they're only 4 people. Join us, join us.
join
There he is,
us.
Joe.
Hey.
And also
Hey.
Phoenix and Spooks. I'm just gonna pretend that that's, what's his name?
I'm gonna play Squid Jump. I'm gonna be annoyed that I can't change my controls again.
You can change it in the lobby after this.
Okay.
If you do options on the gamepad, but you can only do.
Is it going to actually take us into the lobby?
No,
Because last time
you
I
have
took it
to
straight
play the
into a
game and then say no.
You mean
Put you
Plaza,
back in the
not lobby.
Well, you can do it from the menu where you
Battle
pick like
time.
ranked or regular battle.
This is just like paint everything, right? I have not played
Yep.
online at all.
Yes.
So what you're saying
Do you
is
gain levels by playing the single player?
no.
No.
So what we're supposed to do is just paint the home base here as much as possible. That's what I read. Coffee.
Yes.
All the home
Yep.
base painting.
Yeah.
All the
Make
time.
sure you put 20 coats of paint on the trap cones.
Does it count the walls or just the floor?
Just the floor. You can paint the walls, but it doesn't give you any.
Really? It doesn't count.
No,
the floor?
it counts only the floor. Anything you can stand on, it counts. But other than that,
But not the wall.
yeah.
But the walls you can travel.
Yeah,
along.
but it's.
God, oh god. I hope anybody watching this is getting motion sick from using these fucking motion controls.
Why don't you just turn the fuck off,
everybody,
dude?
maybe?
Because you can't, dude,
Yeah,
it's
you
not that
can.
simple. You can't just go in and change it in the game. You have to, like, exit the fucking match completely to get to the screen.
You
where
have to do
change
that too.
Yeah, you can't change your loadout unless you leave the match that you're in, which
Yeah.
is also fucking annoying.
Oh shit. Get me out of here. I got squished by a splat.
A splatted spook.
Thank you.
Don't get spooked.
Thanks.
The roller is OP.
Definitely.
It's not really, though.
It's super OP if you don't know how to move backwards.
Right, if you don't know how to walk backwards, it's totally OP.
Can you two
So,
piece?
like I said,
You hit
it's
him
not
melee
really
and then hit him with the
OP.
roller?
Well, the roller is melee, basically. Like, if you hit it, it splats the paint, like, right in front of you, but the primary, like, use of it is to splat people.
Holy shit, what was that?
Ink strike. That's like an airstrike.
Shit, shit, shit. Ugh.
One of your kill streak.
Well, you.
Not really. Kill streak is a bad term
Yeah,
for
it
it. But,
builds up based on how much ground you cover. So the more ground.
oh, that's
ground
right.
you-
Yeah. And if you kill people.
Not
doesn't it?
really. I mean, killing people covers the ground, but you get it faster for covering enemy ink. Like, you'll get it normal. The way it seems is, like, you get 1 times the amount for covering just normal ground, and you get 1.5 for covering enemy ink. I've at least noticed it charging a bit faster, you know, pushing.
Did you win?
Yes.
I don't know. Looks like it. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's close. Looks close.
Yes!
Yeah, you won.
Thank you, Mr. Cat.
So this is going to be annoying because I can't deal with these motion controls, so I have to quit out,
Right.
which is obnoxious.
I'll put up.
How long is it gonna just fucking do it, man?
Right, but then I have to get back into a game with these guys.
It's Nintendo.
a pain in the
Everything's all
ass.
fucked.
No, give
Matchmaking
it
sucks.
another,
Everything has
give it
to be
another
annoying.
month. The August update is supposed to have the party system.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The August update?
it's like a big update. They're
already
gonna add a
released
bunch
new
of
map.
maps and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Like, from what people are
Options.
speculating
Yeah.
is that there's gonna be an update every Monday with a new map and a new weapon, and in August is gonna be like the first expansion of the game.
So
Like
now
the first
you're gonna
real
have to-
DLC.
You have to Is that you have to pay for that, or?
I don't think so. They said that all the updates are going to be free through August, so...
That's pretty good.
Yeah. The friends I
I heard
selected
that
are
there
not
really
in a
wasn't
regular
a hell
battle.
of a lot in
I jumped back out.
like the base package.
So I'm joining
Well,
a
they
battle
just
again.
opened up the new mode. Like, they had sort of an in-game event where they're like, if enough people reach level 10, then we'll open up ranked battles, and that was kind
And
of
like
just bullshit.
7 seconds later.
Like 2 days later.
Yeah, right.
People had it long before it anyway. They were just holding off, which makes people think they're gonna just do Monday updates from now until August.
This thing is showing that it's searching for 2 other players, so if
Yeah.
you guys join
That's
in,
a
you
pretty.
should be able
That's
to
pretty
actually join
clever,
it.
really. Like a clever way to
Yeah.
keep people interested over at least
Absolutely.
a several month period.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
they
if you can keep people interested for at least a month or so, it might grab some legs.
They have a bunch of maps in the game that are in the single player that are actually multiplayer maps, and those are going to be the next free maps, apparently.
Orange.
So,
We are. I did, Alex.
Dude,
Alex
Pardon me?
typed in the chat that I should turn off the mode. Alex typed in the chat, turn it off, Joe, in all caps. I did.
thank you. Thank you, Eric.
Done.
Somebody
Thanks,
gets me.
Alex.
Thanks for taking care of that, Alex.
Yeah.
You know me.
Sometimes you just have to give the Joe proper motivation.
Yep.
That's right. And now I'm fucking tilting the gamepad like an idiot since I'm so used to the fucking dumbass motion controls being on. For fuck's sake.
What's up, dude?
Shit, I'm in the water. That's not good.
That ain't no place to be.
It is. It's not, as the case might be. Now that everybody's moving clean up behind us. Make sure we have our area appropriately knitted. There's all this stuff back here.
You guys pumped for Fallout 4?
Fuck yes. I haven't even seen the trailer yet. I'm like, fuck yes.
It sure looks like a Fallout
That's
game.
all I need. There's a dog I hear.
There's a dog. But there was a dog in 3, wasn't
There's a
there?
dog in there.
Yes,
That's
like
not
it sounds like a
Vegas.
Fallout game. No, but there was a totally awesome robot that was basically a dog.
There was.
Robot is not a dog.
Well, there's
sorry.
robot dogs, but the robot in that was a lot like a dog. It was a floating orb that behaved a lot like a dog. And Veronica was
Happened to all
kind of
this-
a dog.
It was new right in our area. This is bullshit.
I'd be more excited about Fallout 4 if they had like hired the writers from,
In Vegas.
well, yeah, from. Well, let's meditate.
you still won.
Sounds good, let's meditate.
Good guys, bad guys. Killed him.
Alex says he feels like the only person on the internet who liked Fallout 3 more
Nope,
than
he is
Vegas.
not. I like Fallout 3 more. Although I acknowledge that there are certain aspects of Fallout New Vegas that are better.
Like the writing. Mostly the writing.
So, yeah, basically the writing. A lot of people loved the faction stuff, but no.
I thought it was.
I mean, I liked that it was there, but I
interesting, but it
hated
never
that.
really worked. properly.
Right.
I didn't
I
feel like.
also hated that at some point it was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then it was like a huge scrolling set of here are all these quests that you have now failed because you sided against these guys.
Alex says, "Who gives a shit about writing in a video game? I just want to explore and shoot guys." I like you, Kurt.
Well, I mean,
I like you
writing
too,
is
Alex.
even if the writing isn't important, like the scenarios are important.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Does Fallout 4 have the Stranger perk?
It does.
I don't know.
Then I will buy it.
It's in Boston. These are the things I know.
Are you like a Celtic fan?
That's right. You gotta take the T everywhere.
It's the Stranger just has a Celtic
You gotta
jersey
park
on.
your
The
car.
stranger is there. There's a dog, and it's in Boston. These are the things that I know. These are the things I know. I know. These are the things I know. Anybody? Kids in the hall.
And are there
Yeah,
Dave
exactly.
also? You know,
Yep.
Dave Capisano. I hardly know him.
I am fully charged. See Joe. Nice Joe back there. He's there with me.
Covering some stuff in paint. That's the goal, right? Covering
Right.
some stuff in paint. That's what I was doing.
All
Covering some
the
in
stuff.
paint. All the stuff
All the
in
paint
paint.
and all the stuff. There's guys coming.
And murking that
Merkin.
dude. Yep.
You covered him with a false
Building a-
genital hairpiece.
Yeah, tiny pubic hair.
Yeah.
Not said that you murked him.
Oh, how the hell did that happen?
You can get murked. No.
Oh, that wasn't a good idea.
That's not
I
good. I'm not happy.
launched on Joe and immediately got double teamed by two dudes. As it,
The two dudes. Yeah. The two dudes.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck you, Doug.
Yeah, I prefer Rock or at least Rats.
Or Ren and Cindy. Ren and Cindy wasn't a board game. What are you talking about?
Hong Kong.
It's
Oh,
a
there it was.
TV show.
They're all in our base, so
Killing her
So
dude.
go
Yeah.
to their base. Set up the
Yeah.
turret. Take your
What are you doing?
engineer,
Working
sneak
on
him
it.
into their base. Set up a
Set up a turret.
set up a teleporter and a sentry.
Sounds so
sad part is
So-
you don't know how
Yeah.
Oh
accurate you
man,
are.
that's a lot of blue.
Nice. Look at that. They were in our base and still we kicked them. Hey, I like Japanese dudes. Yeah,
Gas mask?
One of those.
Yeah, this mask is apparently one of the better items in the game too.
I'm now level.
It has an actual effect. It's
The
not
main
just like,
skills.
I have
So
this
you
gas
see
mask.
the big skills on the top, like when it shows you your gear, you have the big circle and then the small circles.
Makes just like
The
movie.
big circle is your main skill, and certain pieces of gear have skills that you can only get in that slot. And the gas mask has one that makes you stronger when your team is down a person.
I like that I'm doing okay.
Nice. Yeah, I'm actually like, I'm just scoring like only a few points less than Coffee, who's level 20.
Well, I'm not even like
feel
really
about
spreading
that.
ink. Like this, the way this scores is the more ink you spread, the more points you get.
This cat is actually mine.
Yes.
Well, it sounds like you guys are actually like playing to the objective,
Yeah.
which I found in my experience, any multiplayer games where there's an objective, it doesn't matter if you're actually good at playing video games, if you actually just try and work for it.
Right. Yeah. Usually, that's usually in games with like asymmetric objectives and stuff like that. I would do okay. This goes like it says to do this, and so if you do that, then we win. Why are we doing that?
But fortunately, half the other team is just running the kills. So.
Right. Which is fine because I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm just here, cat in his face.
Right, that's the thing that I've always noticed that is that even when you play games where the objective is something besides getting killed, there is a certain segment of the player base who is always like, I'm just gonna kill everybody.
I mean, there is something to be said in certain cases where it's like, okay, well, if you kill the other team, then they can't.
Sure, but if you're prioritizing kills
Right,
over
you gotta be smart about it.
the actual objective.
It's like, kill all these guys, now push. That's what you should do. Ah, I can't get up there.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah.
there's a pipe.
Right. I figured if I was maybe go through here. Totally not doing the thing they said I should be doing.
You dudes did a shit job of painting their own fucking
Yeah.
face.
It's about kills, dog. Holy shit, they totally did. Uh-oh, here comes a guy. In the spawn camp.
Fuck that guy.
Up. If I spawn camp, I mean I'm gonna let him kill me. I'm gonna go help Joe. Which means I'm gonna get cagged.
Good idea.
Oh shit, it's Doug. Fuck
No,
Doug.
man. Fuck Doug. I'm not going out like this. It's a man, I'm all I got, and I'm working here.
There is a Doug on our team.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a Doug on our team?
I think there's.
Oh, Doug is on our team. He wasn't on our team last game, I feel like.
We lost. Not by much. Not by much. Oh, I never. That's so sad. Look at that. We're so unhappy. Like he just. Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, I got money now. I should buy stuff.
I like you have
Yeah.
different win and loss animations depending on what weapon you use too.
I look like a vampire. Some sort of goth squid.
What weapon are you using?
The Aerospray Pro. It's bad at spreading ink, but it has
Oh.
the longest range and it's super accurate. So it's more of like a kill-based
Yeah.
thing. So basically, the way I play is I let the other people cover the turf while I go and try to push forward. And if I
Sounds
kill
like
the
a
other people, yeah, it's you get a different mindset when you play ranked. Like ranked is more about like pushing in a team and killing them off instead of covering as much ink as possible. And I started using Aerospray, not the Aerospray, the slider
Dang,
shot.
stop it.
And I really like it. It's really good.
Yeah, but do you have sweet button chops?
Sure. Alex says he thought the Fallout 3 was bad about something. I don't know what you're talking about when you wrote this. People like New Vegas is writing because it's so quirky and I'm like, who gives a fuck?
I wouldn't say it's.
And then he said something else, but the Skype thing is over it. Let's see. Objectives. I tried Heroes of the Storm a bit today, and no one works towards the objective. It's like the one thing they changed about the game compared to Dota.
Yeah, that's
Or
the
the
objectives.
Thought about downloading that. Witcher
I
3.
downloaded
Is that all?
Fucking Witcher.
Is Heroes of the Storm free, or is it,
Yes. It is free to play. can buy things. Oh shit.
Because of course.
Load me up.
I just killed you. Sorry, dude.
Was that your splat bomb?
That was
Nice.
my flag bomb.
Good job.
That was aiming for someone who wasn't you.
I would hope so. Hey Jake.
Sadly, it appears that I missed.
Get those guys out of our way. What's that? Oh my god. Oh wait, Coffee's on the other team. That's team. Fucking cheaters.
Yeah, they were talking about that on the Bombcast. That's the matchmaking tends to rebalance teams even since there is no party. So
It rebalances based on the score of the last game. So like if you're like a level 20 player and you're really shitty, you'll more likely get put on the team with the players with the better score.
Wait.
It's weird. You can really game it.
Coffee's not on the other team. Kurt, you're on the other team, you son of a bitch.
Coffee's on the other team.
I'm on the good guys team. I don't know
No,
what you're
sir.
talking about.
You are. That's why I killed you with that splatter bomb, because you're a defecting motherfucker.
I just think you guys are just wrong. It's just. I mean, I think the
Yeah, well,
pink
that's
team-
just like your
I think the
opinion,
pink
man.
team makes a strong argument.
The blue team's the good guys. You're the bad guys.
That's teal. It's
Alex
teal.
says it's okay,
Oh, I'm-
Eric. If
I'm
League of
a-
Legends is Dota for babies, Heroes of the Storm is League of Legends for babies.
I was on the team with the two J's.
Allegedly.
No wonder I lost.
I got witches. I got Witcher into witches.
Allegedly, it gets better once you get matched against good players, but since it just dropped, there's a ton of noobs. I went 25 for 2 in my second game.
Wow. We have two Japanese players.
You're gonna see a lot of them.
And Doug.
Doug is the most Japanese player.
Doug is actually a transliteration for
Actually, it turns out it's just Dougie Fresh. He doesn't have a lot going on these
I would
days. So he's just
play with
playing
that
it.
guy. Oh man, Coffee's game is.
You get some Rock and Jock Splatoon. That's actually what I remember Dougie Fresh from more than anything. Is like MTV Rock and Jock basketball.
He
Softball.
always just plays with.
Not actually any of the music.
He just plays with Slick Rick. Just they team up and run games and Splatoon.
Slick Rick is great, man. I love Slick Rick. Body Gotti, who likes to party. You don't cause trouble, you don't bother nobody. Slick Rick is a pioneer of lackadaisical hip hop.
Yeah, we could use more Slick Ricks.
Snoop Dogg is really the only like noteworthy successor to Slick Rick's legacy of lackadaisical hip hop.
Yeah, but he is not a storyteller on the level that Slick Rick is a storyteller.
Holy shit! There's a.
No, but he does have that one really good record.
Ah shit!
I don't know, I think the ruler is back. The Adventures of Slick Rick are both better than any Snoop Dogg.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think it's that close.
That's-
honestly.
Doggy style is really weird.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. It has some really great songs.
also,
on
like-
it, but it's got a lot of filler on it.
How much credit does Snoop get for the Chronic? Because that's a really.
I mean, he gets credit for his guest spots, I guess. But I mean, like that's Dr. Dre.
He's on like a
Yeah,
shitload
but
of those
like
tracks.
that album is like the most important thing about that album is that's like that was like that's why it's a defining record. Not necessarily- and the rapping is fun. I always tend to like prefer
I mean, strong hip hop is characterized by good production, generally speaking. Like the new Kendrick Lamar record is great, and his rapping isn't that good. His production is ridiculous.
I like when you can get both, actually.
Well, yeah, of course. Like that's the goal. But I mean, for me, generally, production is more important. Which is also why the Danger Doom record is fucking amazing, because MF Doom is a great rapper. Hit the sweet spot. It's just weirdly dated because it's got a shitload of Adult Swim references from like 2005 or whatever. So it's like.
Well, that was the time when Adult Swim was really good.
That's
like
true.
early Aqua
But like,
Teen,
there's a song
Hunter
on.
Force, C-Lab.
Yeah, but there's a song on that record about Perfect Hair Forever.
Yeah.
Like, who even remembers Perfect Hair
I
Forever?
think that
Like, it's
show has
just
been
like-
forgotten to the extent that
You are going back
like
to
it just
Plaza
seems like a
to
weird,
spend some of
quirky
this cash.
story rather than a reference
I'm
to a
with that.
TV show.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the song with Talib Kweli is not about Adult Swim.
It's not about Adult Swim,
song
and it's the
on-
best track on that record. And it's
But it's
so
MF
good.
Doom and Talib Kweli rapping over funky fanfare, so
Yep. Oh, that song is so good. Haunt. What does Haunt
When
do?
you,
Coffee.
if a player kills you, they appear on the map without having to actually mark them. So the way the map works is if you have the enemy ink on you, but you're not dead, you appear on the map. But if they kill you and they don't have any ink on you, they'll still appear on the map when you haunt them.
Okay. What's a ninja squid?
Ninja squid means you won't leave a trail when you swim. But you swim slightly slower, but it doesn't really make any difference, the speed decrease, so it's really good.
I kind of want to reload and just punch that guy in the face.
You should do that.
Bomb range, defense, ink saver, special saver. So special saver, I'm taking to mean that like if I die, my special meter
So
doesn't drain.
technically when you die, you're supposed to lose half of your special meter, whatever you had. You only lose slightly less. So basically, the way the skills work is whatever the main skill is that the item starts with, that's worth about 3 times the amount of the skill. So if you have like special saver on your main slot, you're going to get more of an increase than if you had it on a sub slot.
Okay, gotcha.
So for example, if you have something like ink saver main on your main slot, you should be able to shoot for maybe like a good 45 seconds, but if you have it on a sub slot, that goes down to 30.
Gotcha.
And skills do stack, so you get diminishing returns, but you can stack skills if you like them. And I want to say at level 20, I haven't actually done it myself, you can actually re-roll skills on gear. So when you level up a piece of gear, your sub skills are random. You basically get a roulette, so you don't know what you're gonna get, but you can always re-roll them when you hit max rank.
Gotcha. I think.
It's basically the more you play, the more you'll understand it.
Right. Right. So is the okay. Unlocked at level 5, unlocked at level 6, unlocked at level There's a whole bunch of weapons that don't get unlocked.
Yeah, you can also unlock, I want to say 5 weapons through the story mode. Like, every time you beat a boss, you'll unlock a weapon for multiplayer.
That's where that came from.
Yeah. If you want one of the best weapons in the game, play up to the 3rd boss.
Okay. Should I change? Is it worth buying a new weapon now, or should I hang back on
It
that?
depends on your playstyle. Like, rollers are probably the easiest weapon to play, because it's basically hold down right trigger and move. Snipers are pretty worthless in Turf War, but they're really good in ranked. but they have like a huge learning curve. The Splatter Shot is okay. It has more range than the Splatter Shot Junior, but the Splatter Shot Junior has a better loadout. Like, the bubble is really good for when you're first starting out. You don't really have to aim that well with the Splatter Shot Junior. The only problem is you have to get really close to people. So if somebody outranges you, you lose every fight. Like, I would recommend, if you're gonna use a different Splatter Shot, try to get the Tentatek one, I think. Because it has a better loadout than the starter Splatter Shot. Like the, Bomb Rush thing is worthless, whereas the Inkstuka is actually pretty good. I've played this game a lot.
I'm just really just laughing at the names. Inkstuka, it would only appear in a fucking Nintendo game.
Yep. You want to know the funny part? This is actually a post-apocalyptic Nintendo game. I'm not
Dystopian future.
It is.
It's post-apocalypse, but it's an apocalypse where it's better.
It takes place after the sea levels on Earth have risen, and all humans have died, and apparently squids took over.
Well, the humans mated with the squids.
I don't know. You gotta save that for Splatoon 2.
This is what happens
I
after
need to
water.
save something for...
Drinking your own pee and mating with squids.
There you go. Sounds reasonable.
Sometimes you take it, get it.
Let's see here. Base Hump says if you want to level up fast, use the Splattershot Junior until you get the arrow spray.
Splattershot Junior is good at spreading ink. Like, it kinda has a steep learning curve if you're going for kills, and it's really good for killing, but it's better for spreading ink. Arrow spray is just stupid.
Alright, I'm gonna start a battle, so if you guys want to try to join me again. I'm sad that I can't show the viewers the weird squid jump, like, 8-bit game that's on the gamepad when you're waiting for a multiplayer game to start.
Why don't you sword
'Cause it's
stuff
pretty great.
to the top, you chuckleheads? Put all the joinable people at the top. Please wait.
The squid jump minigame is sort of like if Ice Climber didn't suck.
Yeah, how's the single player stuff in that? Is it any good?
It's pretty good. It's not long. It's maybe about 6 or 8 hours, I would say. It goes by really fast, especially if if you're used to the controls. So, like, I would say if you played a bit of multiplayer, you can probably breeze through the single player really fast.
You'll learn people.
But no, it's pretty good. It's a lot of repeating stuff. Like, there's 5 areas and each of them have the same 6 objectives you have to do, but the levels change.
That should be joinable, yo. Nope,
I'm in
too late.
standby.
Yep.
The lobby filled up real fast.
They don't want me to play.
Me neither.
That time I punched that motherfucker and I feel a lot better about how.
Do you feel better?
Yeah, I actually.
I'm glad that you feel better.
So did you help the blacksmith and send that kid to his death?
I don't remember.
You don't remember, you motherfucker.
No, I
Does this
don't.
have anything to do with punching?
That sounds like a yes. Sounds like a yes.
No, I don't.
did send
No, I
that
don't
to
remember
that.
where that takes place.
It's in the first area. There's a dwarven blacksmith and his forge got burned down. You go investigate it and you find out it's this kid that was drunk.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And you go and tell him and he's like, yeah, okay, let me turn him in. Oh yeah, this is punishable by death. And you're like, whoa, wait, what?
Well, I mean, he did burn the forge.
Okay.
He did commit a hate crime. I didn't feel too bad about it. That's why I forgot. Well, I mean, that's just a reflection of the reality in which we exist. I'm a feminist. When I get the option to be. That's why I had to punch that dude, because he was getting married to... Dandelion is setting up the theater. And he wanted this woman to be his choreographer. And he couldn't get... She couldn't do it because she couldn't get permission from her fiancé. And he was being an asshole. And last time I let Dandelion talk him into it, but this time they decided to punch that motherfucker. And she was like, you know what? I didn't feel bad that you punched him, and I'm going to come and be a choreographer, so it all worked out in the end.
And teach you how to punch smart people.
Was he working for the, I can't even remember. Was he a reporter?
No, he was not a reporter. He wasn't a character model based on
Witcher Shepherd.
Witcher Shepherd. I feel like Geralt would just like split him in half with a sword. At a certain point.
That is true. That is so true. Well, I'm waiting to not.
Sounds good. We're on a team that's getting our asses kicked.
Nice.
So.
I think that the matches and stuff are fast enough that doesn't feel as cool.
Like once you're getting destroyed, it's not as torturous.
Wait until you unlock ranked.
I'm not gonna do that shit.
I could just not play ranked matches.
Like, I loved ranked. I think I like ranked way more than Third Wars, but I get really fucking angry when I play ranked.
I couldn't tell.
Not you.
I don't really like salt in my coffee.
Like,
but
I love the fact that there's no communication in the game, but you really need communication in ranked, and not being able to like set any beacons or anything, like it hurts. Like the only thing, it's weird because you have that come on and you have Booyah on the D-pad, but apparently in other regions it's
Alright, I finished the game, so you guys should. There you guys are in.
yeah. Apparently those commands in other regions are different. It's like help me and stuff like that. So when somebody sees come on, they're like, what the hell? Like
That doesn't seem very useful.
it's not.
No, not at all. Oh, fuck both of you.
But,
They put us on separate, on
that's
opposite
what was
teams.
the problem with that.
It needs that update to be able to like stay on a team with your friends.
But
Yeah, party mode.
That would be a party system would be nice.
Kurt, you want a hot tip for Witcher 3?
yeah.
Okay.
Hot tip. But
Hot tip.
pro tips from Eric C. and Alan.
Yeah.
How to get your Witcher 3 on.
It's a new on-stick feature.
Right.
When you start exploring, well, I have two good tips for you. First of all, don't be afraid
Kind of like
to
Jack Handy.
don't be afraid to head for Skellig whenever you want to.
Skellige.
Skellige? Yeah, Skellige. Skellige. Don't be afraid to head up there. Like, don't feel like you have to clear out a certain percentage of the quests in Velen and Novigrad before you head up there. Because like that place is beautiful. And then the second one is, I don't know, maybe I won't be able to tell you exactly how to get there, but there is a side quest on an island near Oxenfurt, and on an island will be like just to the east of the Oxenfurt harbor checkpoint. It's like a very short side quest that is 100% necessary to complete the game. It has to do with boats and fences and a rock troll, and I won't say anything other than that.
Noted.
Boats, fences, and a rock troll.
Because
Yeah.
good fences made good rock trolls.
It's really fantastic. Maybe my favorite thing that I've seen.
Nice. That's saying something considering how into it you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're loving the shit out of it.
I was kind of like falling off a little bit because there's like some of the mainline quests sort of drop off after you're done with and stuff. But once I got to Skellige, I was more into it just because I think that's
Because it's more like Skyrim.
yeah, it's really gorgeous place to wander and explore. I don't like being in the cities as much as being out in the wild. It's a surprise.
Yeah, I was gonna say, much like real life.
I help everybody.
Uh-huh.
Except that guy you punched.
Well, yeah, but he was a jerk.
Fuck that guy. Other than him. Everybody except him.
Sometimes you can't spell feminist without fist, you know? Sometimes you have to punch a motherfucker to make a point.
It's true. I cannot refute that.
That's fair.
We're knocking by gear. Get something besides this
boy.
stupid headband.
Or sticking in the lobby, or switching?
I was gonna stick in the lobby for a bit.
I was in, yeah, I mean.
Just let me know.
There's no merchant here mini-map. What's wrong with it?
Maybe after I get another level, because then it looks like I can switch to the zapper.
Just keep in mind
Yeah,
the
you know.
shops, they restock at midnight. So they don't restock throughout the day. It's
They're
like
not
Animal
fixed
Animal
stuff.
Crossing basically. No, it's random every day, and
Ew.
the more you unlock, you'll eventually start like getting the same shit you've had the other day. Like I'm at the point where I'm only getting like 2 or 3 new things in the store.
I'm surprised you're getting any things at this point.
There are a lot of items.
Apparently.
It's just the higher rank you are, the more rare gear you'll start getting. So the NPCs will have a dialogue that says something like, "Oh, you're so fresh now." When you start leveling up, and they'll start
Right.
selling you 2 or 3
Yeah, but
star
how
gear
clean
the higher
are they?
level you are.
So clean.
I
So fresh
want you to
and
know
so-
that my fresh rating is toasty right now.
You and Jeremy Parrish.
Yeah, I already
Ah, son of a bitch.
Slam is my favorite Japanese wrestling
Well, yeah, who else would it be?
A good thing about the rollers too is if you jump and do the like splash, you get more range.
Nice.
Pro tips. Level 20 pro tips. Yeah. Challenging Eric for his pro tips.
Now I'm in a horse race.
Ah, I couldn't
Giant
get it.
wyvern head strapped to the side
you
of my
couldn't.
horse.
Ah!
What? Strapped to you?
A wyvern. They say wyvern?
Yeah.
I would say either or. I have a giant dragon head on the side of my horse because I have to enter this horse race so I can free this halfling so he can paint some placards for Dandelion's Cabaret.
At least gonna get him a win.
You know, this game that you're playing sounds like it's less about like wanting murder than I originally thought.
There's a lot of one.
Yeah, it's still a lot.
That's good.
He helped them.
He helped them.
They were all bad.
He helped them die. Were they bad enough dudes?
Well, no, they weren't that kind of bad dudes. They were bad dudes, not bad dudes, you know?
Wow. It's a lot
Gotcha.
of you.
X Gorilla Bomb X says, I'm sorry, X Gorilla Bomb, not Gorilla Bomb X says hello.
Hello.
Hello, X Gorilla Bomb X.
Am I gonna level? No, no.
Or must switch weapons, so I might not be in the next game.
I'm gonna go back to the lobby as well. Plaza,
Oh, you're gonna
Plaza.
get both, damn it.
not the lobby.
Get yourself
Let's
a
all
snack.
go to the plaza. Let's all go to the plaza. Headgear.
Knight says, damn, you got wrecked. Yeah, whatever, Knight. I was on a team by myself when Coffee and Kurt were on the other team, so they didn't get
Excuses.
wrecked,
That's right.
so there. They know that we're in a voice chat, and they're trying to subvert that, so they put
Quick
us on
super
separate
jump,
teams.
quick respawn, special saver, last ditch effort, run speed up, ink saver. Last ditch effort, X. Boost
What
ink
is that?
recovery rate and weapon ink efficiency for the last 30 seconds of battle.
Man, now they're going hard after the elves.
How hard?
So hard.
So hard.
There's no outrage for the Day 1 DLC because they announced it in the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah,
And it's
Saw
all
that.
free, so...
right. So it's something to complain about because there's free DLC right away.
Right.
That
Yeah,
sounds
that
something to
sounds
bitch
like
about.
the internet.
Oh wait, it's the internet.
Clothing. Jelly
Yo,
fresh.
we're not waiting for players anymore. We've got 8 players. Why are we not starting this match? I'm gonna play the stupid squid jumping game.
Truth be told, the amiibo gear is really not that great.
Allows you to see opposing team.
Oh yeah. Is that a thing? Can I do that already? Can I use my amiibo to get
Your
gear?
lobby is bugged, Joe.
Like the Russians are listening,
No,
or like what
it's,
are we talking about?
Sometimes you'll get in a lobby with 8 people and somebody has a bad connection that just makes the lobby go on until the timer runs out.
I don't know
You
how
can't.
to get out of the
That's
lobby.
the bad thing. You have to wait till the error's out.
Brilliant. Nintendo, kings of the online
But-
multiplayer game.
Yeah, the amiibo stuff, it's good to get like early 2-star gear. Because all the amiibo stuff is the 2-slot stuff, but the skills on it aren't like anything ridiculous that you can't get on other stuff. So, it's just all aesthetics.
Let's see here. I haven't been paying much attention. Has there been any outrage over the DLC for this, says Knight? I think we just addressed that. It doesn't get a pass since hidden behind Amiibo. Face Hump says no one even knows about it. And X Gorilla Bomb X says, lol, that moment when the starter weapon is the best weapon. It's just kind of silly, you know?
Well, it's a low skill.
10 to attack with a splatter shot. You said that one's good.
It's good if you don't want to use the splatter shot.
I've been using it, and I feel like it's worse than the splatter.
The thing about it is you need to aim more with it. The Splatter Shot Junior has a wide enough spread where you don't have to worry about aiming. And it also has the bubbler, which is probably one of the better skills to push forward. And it's also a hard counter to do something you're going to see a lot of players abusing in a couple of levels.
What, the bubbler?
The crack.
Bubbler. That's what we call a drinking fountain where I come from. Bubbler.
Yeah, when you see the crack-on roller, the Splatter Shot Junior is probably the hard counter to that weapon. I said crack-on roller.
Release the crack on roller.
Yep.
So wait, how do I get the amiibo? Where do I have to go to get the amiibo? I got
There's an
the
amiibo
plaza.
thing in the plaza. If you look at the map, there's an amiibo.
I got
There's an empty amiibo box.
Does my Mega Man work with this game? Probably
Not yet. Maybe. Who knows? I wouldn't be too fast enough to do amiibo clothes later on.
Are you laughing at The Witcher or with The
I'm
Witcher?
laughing at this happening.
The Witcher does not laugh.
I enjoy The Witcher and Dandelion's interactions.
I haven't met
They're some of
Dandelion
the
yet.
best-
I've only read the stuff.
Yeah. He's a famous bard that
Yep.
mostly is famous for writing stories about Geralt, and they make it really good. It's kind of a classic thing where they're foils for each other, but they write it really
Well.
well.
Buddy cop.
They totally could be in a buddy cop video game. That'd be totally great.
Somebody's watering their plant.
Yes.
My team is garbage and getting spawn camped.
You're actually winning. So you see the squids on the top of the screen? If yours are bigger than the other team, you're winning.
Weird. Our base is like
It's
covered in
because
green
they're
paint. How is
they're
that
focused
possible?
on your base and you're not defending theirs. I would just super jump out of there. You have spawn invincibility as long as you're standing on the pad. So you can safely super jump if they're spawn camping you. Like, I would let them take the base, just go take the middle in their base.
Remember that you're watching it on a
Yeah.
30-second delay, so...
You know, that's the problem.
All that shit already
That's the
happened,
problem a lot
yo.
of people make is, like, they push into the enemy base and then completely forget that there's the rest of the map.
That would
And
be
if you
super
sneak
fun.
behind them, yeah, if you sneak behind them, you can just win the game, and they're wasting their time.
Alright. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna
I just
I'm
got
gonna
in the
go
lobby.
Find...
Me and Kurt just got in your
I'll
lobby.
join your lobby.
Yep.
Well, I'll join you after I go get some
Shit.
Kirby gear or whatever.
You have to do. You haven't done the single player, right? So you wouldn't
I
even
haven't
be
done it.
able to do the amiibos. Basically, the amiibos are single player levels, but you have to do them with separate weapons, and you can't do them until you complete the levels in single player.
All of them? in single player?
They're tied to certain levels, and you can't do it unless you beat that level before.
Ugh, that's
That sounds
annoying.
really bullshit.
I'm joining up with my friend Matchstick.
Our match is in progress.
I see that. Oh no. I'm playing the dumbass squid jumping game. I'm sorry, audience. I wish I could throw the squid jumping game up on the main screen. Sadly. Oh no.
Oh, it was a mutual assured destruction pact. Me and the other guy both splatted each other with paint rollers simultaneously.
I'm talking to this doctor who wants me to help him curate some preventative
it again.
medicine by fighting drowners in the sewers. Because if we kill the drowners, then nobody will get hurt by them.
Nice, that's a good plan.
Sounds reasonable.
Some rib leaf.
Ah, shit. Oh, I got totally worked.
Totally worked, huh?
Totally.
Just kind of worked.
It's like totally worked. Like, I don't know, so totally.
Let's see. Facehump says the Splattershot Jr. doesn't need to be recharged as quickly. It covers more ground and it gives you the best special move, which is sort of what Coffee already said. And Nightall Soul says Witcher 3 was pretty awesome.
Is he done with it already?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I don't know. Knight, are you done with it already?
It's far from perfect, but it's exactly what I want sometimes.
What game
No
is
game
perfect,
is perfect.
Splatoon
Contra.
is.
Contra's close.
Super Mario World is pretty close. Link to the Past is pretty darn close.
Well, if Super Mario World is close, then Super Mario 3 is perfect.
Right on. Right on, right on.
I mean, if you want to make that
Knight
argument,
says yes,
then
he finished it.
Super Mario 3 is also on the list. I would accept that as an answer, yes.
Yeah, I mean, really, yeah. Either way, they're both on the list of almost perfect, if they're not perfect. They're both pretty fucking good.
It's hard to tell.
Oh,
yeah. Ugh.
Row.
So close.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna throw down. I think I have to throw down an order for the colored vinyl issue of the Streets of Rage soundtrack that's coming out.
Are you trying
that
to
is the
join
thing.
us?
He's in.
Okay, there he is. Yep.
There I am.
That's at least a plus. We didn't have to like back all the way out. Okay, now I'll try and join at the same time.
Let's see. Knight says he took advantage of his last 2.5 weeks of unemployment, and then he chimes in Super Metroid, Mega Man X, and Chrono Trigger as perfect or almost perfect.
Yeah, I can buy all those.
What was that? Mega Man X?
Chrono Trigger is pretty good. Mega Man X, Chrono Trigger, and Super Metroid. Which, to my great shame, I have not really played Super Metroid. I know, people always
Streams
it's common
canceled.
reaction.
Right.
I've been thinking about picking it up. Weirdly enough, the Super Famicom version is way cheaper than the SNES version, although apparently all the dialogue in the Super Famicom version is still in English, so...
Yeah.
Quake 3 and
Thinking about
3
this.
Hats Team Fortress 2 might also be on that list.
Quake 3 is dubious.
I don't know.
Free Hats Team
Multiplayer
Fortress
in Quake
2,
3.
I'm
Pretty fucking good, man. Or maybe just the original Quake.
I think there's a cohesive argument to be made for Doom. Although I think I played more Doom 2 than at the time.
Doom 2 is
I played a lot of it multiplayer.
maybe Gears 3.
Arena.
I felt like Gears 2 was
No,
better.
3 is the best of them. That's not really that close, I don't think.
Oh, you're talking.
Multiplayer. I think the single player for Gears 3 is better too. I think Gears 2 had better high points, but everything else in 3 is better. Also, 3 didn't have any turret sequences that were hot shit garbage like 2 had. You'd have to drive a tank across an icy lake.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So is there going to be a point where this game they just open up all the maps at once and not just like have you only be able to play certain ones?
There's probably gonna
Certain
be
like, time frame?
3 map rotation when more maps come. Because it's in the UI for 3 maps.
Ah!
Well, that's good. I feel like though, if the crowd kind of dies down, like they would sort of just be like, okay, whatever. Pick whatever
Well,
map.
you can, when they add in the player matches, like the party mode, they said pick any map and any
okay.
game type. But that's if you have, like, all 8 people in the lobby, I think.
Ah!
Yeah, I need
Yay.
to stop using a sniper.
Suck it.
Doc, you have an arrow through your hand.
Knight says
wanna get
Witcher
that looked
3
at.
was great. He saw the seams of the open world after a few hours, and he has a few complaints about the game and control. But all in all, it was a great game that had lots of small moments that.
Yep, I totally agree with that. I found a.
Alright, I'm gonna play one more, and then I'm gonna
Yep.
call it a night.
I was trying to get to this quest the other night by like cutting through this one area of forest, and I found this mountain, which is apparently, I looked it up later, and it's apparently like an
Hey,
end game
Alex.
area, and the game was like, you've reached the end of the world, you can't walk through this area, and it just would let me go. And I also bumped into, I was actually trying to find the edge of the world, and I found one by this like castle on a rocky shore. And so if you go too far, it'll pop up, the screen will go blank and it'll turn your character around and send you in the other direction. But when it did that for me, because I was right next to this castle, it put me on top of this rock spire that I had no way to get down from. So it was like 150 feet, like above the air, above the map. And then I fell off, and I I slid down the geometry and outside underneath to the bottom of the map. And that's always fun, because then I was like running around underneath the ocean.
Do you remember when there was that glitch in, was it Left 4 Dead 1 or 2, where you could shotgun your way like backwards over the giant gap by the freeway bridge and like get to that little abutment on the other side of the bridge and like fall through the geometry?
And which one?
I think, I don't remember if it was Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2. It's on the map with where you're on the bridge. I think it was Left 4
We
Dead
got
2.
triple teamed.
There's Left 4 Dead
I was the ultimate Left 4 Dead glitch was the one where you could melee the miniguns and charge them up and then jump on them and have them like rocket you across the map.
2. I'm still a fan of reviving people on this team. Be the ice tank.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. That
Just
time
punch all the
we had
zombies in the
people on
way.
both teams. We had 3 of us on each team and one rando, and the randos were trying to win, and the rest of us were charging up the miniguns and like firing the tanks off the side of the building. That was pretty fucking great.
No, I just like the idea of the tank running through the map, killing all the zombies. It's like, come on, guys.
You can hurry, you can come, you can make it. I got point.
Apparently have Joe and Kurt in my lobby now. No, I'm not in the lobby. I left because I was going to switch weapons because it's going to be your last game, so I didn't even rejoin. But yeah, it's your lobby gets populated with people you last played with, so
Are there any, do you need any redonkulous info?
no,
news posts?
not any, really. I tried, I couldn't think of anything good because everything's already been done.
Knight says, yeah, go and read. Yeah, Knight's just talking about the Left 4 Dead glitches.
This doctor is definitely killer. Calling it right now.
Oh shit! I leaped through a grate right into a bomb. That doesn't seem wise. Oh yes.
Yeah, sweet, sweet victory. Even though we had 3 fucking paint rollers on
All
our team.
paint rollers. Will I get to level 5? Ah, so close.
So the good thing about Turf War is even if you lose, your score is dependent on how much experience you get.
Nice.
So even if you're losing, if you're doing well, you're going to level up. In ranked mode, it's
That's
separate,
what I like.
where the winning team gets double the normal points they would get for winning, but the losing team gets nothing at all.
That's some bullshit.
So,
I don't like the sound of that. No, sir. I don't like it.
All it is ranked mode, so
Mr. Horse.
Exactly.
The .52 gallon is a heavy hitter.
I got
With an
I
extra
got
large
killed by
nozzle.
the .96 gallon.
Oh wow. The NZAP 85. That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for.
The NZAP 85.
The 52 gal is actually pretty good. It's
Look, man. I don't know if you know me, but I can't resist the
zapper.
urge to use the zapper. I love it also that it's got the OG zapper colors, the original gray zapper color scheme.
They're
and
adding in the
later
orange one later.
zapper.
They're two separate
course
ones.
they are.
It's
Will they be adding the super scope? Is the real question.
not right now, but maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if it would be a
I
sniper.
wouldn't be surprised.
This game just never fucking fails to drop shit.
It was? The game does what?
It just never fails to like carry along in directions they never expected.
They missed the chance.
really felt like
they
I
missed
was-
their chance to call ranked mode Ink Sports. Says Nate. That's a missed opportunity.
That's pretty great. That's a good job.
I like it.
All right. I think that's going to be it for
Thanks
this
for
week's
watching.
stream. Thanks for watching as always, and check out onthestick.com for all the other stuff that we do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks to Morbid Coffee, Paul Morbid Coffee Norman for coming and
Giving
hanging
us
out with us
pro
this week.
tips. Equipment
And
advice.
thanks to Eric for keeping us company while he plays The
Giving us pro
Witcher.
tips.
And yeah, check out onthestick.com, all the neat stuff we do there. Yeah, and we will see you next week. Same on the stick time, same on the stick channel.
You're gonna hear somebody rant about amiibos. Just check out the next Chrono Trigger thing.
It's up. You start the rant at the end of the episode that just went up. The continued rant picks up at the beginning of the next
us a-
episode. So yeah, check
Give
that
us a
stuff out
preview.
too.
Fuck amiibos.
I heard that.
There's your preview. All right. Bye.